Udeo Calladay. We are back for
post
game Vikings, Bengals, week 1. Shit, what do you think?
Nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking.
Without a doubt. You're a Bengals fan, not a bandwagon fan?
Mm-hmm.
Nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you.
We've gotten used to that. But what was the alternative, what we're used to? This turns out to be a loss or maybe a tie.
Yeah.
And it felt like one of them weird situations where he's going to end up in that tie.
Exactly. It definitely did. It felt like it was going to be it again. Mm-hmm. But, hey, new year.
New year, new day.
Exactly.
Who day?
New day. Yes, sir.
So, we got a few notes. We kind of wrote some things down. So, let's see what we got. So, the defense. What do you think, Calladay?
Man, the defense. Where do I start? Honestly, I probably ain't seen this since like 2015 with the perfect years. You know, Dre Kirkpatrick and them boys. Yeah.
There's some good stuff, man.
Definitely some good stuff.
I don't know if a lot of that just offensive line was terrible. We saw when they have like 100+ yards of penalties.
And penalties for sure.
It was just nuts, but I don't know if that might have been due to the fact that we were working them on the D line.
Mm-hmm.
We were getting sacks. We were getting some pressure, at least early on. I think we kind of petered off a little bit. Yeah. And maybe we were kind of helped by the fact, like I said, their O-line was
definitely, because they started off the game with like 4 penalties.
Oh, yeah, gosh, yeah. It just looked ugly. So,
unheard of.
Honestly, due to that, it shouldn't have been as close with that many penalties.
True. That's true.
You know, it shouldn't have been that close. But, all in all, we did not melt down to our defense. Like, when it come down to the wire, we needed something to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We ripped the ball out of Dalvin Cook's hands.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's controversial. Maybe it didn't happen, but it was so close.
Of course.
Called it our way on the field, and it wasn't obviously wrong. We got that play. That went in our favor. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. We got it this day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, overall, I was super happy with the defense. Now, Eli Apple got picked on a little, right?
Yeah, he did. He did. We noticed that for sure.
He didn't, like...
Something to watch.
Yeah, the whole game, I wasn't, like, just focused on him, but, you know, there was a couple times, like, that touchdown, you know, happened on his watch. You know, and I think they were picking on him a little bit. But Wouzier, he looked really good.
It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good.
I thought he looked really good.
By far the best corner out there today, for sure.
Yep.
Definitely the best corner out there today.
I thought Reader and Ogunjobi up the middle, they were plugging that up.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, we weren't running that up there, or they weren't running on us there. I don't know. Looked good to me.
We did good today with Cook. They overall, like, held him. So what he's used to getting, they definitely held him.
Yeah, that was a key, is holding him. I don't know what he ended up with his final line, but it just didn't seem like he was this big factor, like, oh my God, Cook ran all over us. And last year, you saw how it was.
Yeah.
You all saw how it was. Just they've run all of a game
dangerous.
where a team that is run happy, like they are, you know, that has a guy like that, you know, they feast on teams like us, at least last year. But this year, we did what we wanted to do with him. So
we did. We held him to 61 yards.
Is that what it is? Yeah, so you saw 61 yards, Dalvin Cook, man.
On 20 attempts. That's dumb.
On 20 attempts?
That's dumb.
Man, okay.
That's telling us about our defense right there, for sure.
Dope with a capital D.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go with that.
Agreed.
That's a good segue into our run game.
Yes, sir.
Overall, Mixon was working. A little bit up the middle, as we knew it would be. They got a stout front line.
Minnesota definitely does, for sure.
So it seemed like we were bouncing out a little bit. We got a couple up the middle, but you know we were bouncing out, and Mixon is just doing his thing. But I think Frank Pollock being back on our offensive line coach is helping us.
Huge.
Big time there, man. So he got over 100 yards. He had that before we went into overtime.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did, and the touchdown. Yeah,
he got him the touchdown.
Definitely.
It'd have been cool to see him in the passing game a little bit, but there's so many places to put that ball. That doesn't surprise me. So, I don't know. Anything else we got to say about that?
Nah, Mason, he carried...
kept it balanced. I mean, what did Burrow have? Like 25 passes?
Burrow had 27 attempts, and he threw for 261.
So that means to me we had a balanced game. So we're running, and he's throwing. He's not throwing 50 times a game, which he can do that and be amazing at it, but... Do we really want him to do that?
Exactly.
Don't we want to balance that out with the run game?
Exactly. That's what I like to see, too.
Hell
see
yeah.
both sides now. We don't need him throwing. We don't need him throwing 50 times. Now we got a run game established. You know, it's good. And P. Ryan also, he was doing all right too. Behind Mixon.
Yeah, spelled him out a little bit. I would like to see Chris Evans, but
me too. I would like to see him, especially in our next game. I want to see him.
Yeah, he's not a power back, so maybe this was not the game to do that. But it would have been kind of neat to see him get involved there. Yeah. I think we will. I think we're going to see that guy
for sure.
He had some hands, man. If you saw, what was that preseason game 3 or whatever that?
Yeah. Yeah. He looks good, man.
So he's going to have a role.
I'm ready to see him.
So, and I guess that kind of rolls into the O-line. So, obviously, if we got that many yards for Mixon, then the O-line must have been doing something right.
Yeah. Compared to the years, you know, our O-line definitely like night and day from what we used to seeing.
Yeah, from this game and the past couple of years, I mean, there were some mistakes.
Yeah.
There was a couple times they got in there. They got several sacks on us. But that's a tough defense. So
it is.
You're going to get sack-free out of that game?
Not on Mike Zimmer D.
Not on a Mike Zimmer D.
Nope.
And we don't really need him to be that elite. We need him to be good. If we can run the ball, get a little bit of time to throw, which I think we did.
Yeah.
You know, overall, you know, I think we missed some chip shots from, you know.
A couple of the running backs for sure.
Yeah, a couple of running backs, and I think I saw Tyler Boyd kind of miss one, you know. So we got some free runners, you know. Maybe we missed something, and maybe somebody was supposed to pick it up. I'm not an O-line guy to know what's going on there, but overall, you know, I don't think that was like such a weakness that we're like, oh my God, like we have been in years past.
Yeah, I agree. Agreed wholeheartedly. 100%.
This will bring us back to controversial 4th down. So, Calladay, what do you think about that?
Man. Between me and you know, I did not like it.
I know you hated it.
You know, I hated it. You know, I felt that it definitely caused almost the game. It was a big momentum swing for us. You know, it gave Minnesota definitely the momentum once we turned it over.
I agree. They were able to score 7 on that.
Yeah.
If we would have held them, maybe it wouldn't have been so much. But they scored 7 on it. I like the aggressiveness. The timing of it on that side of the field, on their side of the 50, we were up 2 scores. I don't think you do it there. So maybe inexperience of the coaching staff, but they got to kind of clean that up.
Got to.
Fortunately, it did not bite us in the butt to like a loss, because this seemed like last year where it starts just collapsing into a loss.
Yeah, because it can bite us. You know, we play an elite team like Kansas City.
And I feel that, it almost did. It just didn't in this case. We come out on top. Lucky. We did what we needed to do. We got a little lucky. And Bengals are due some luck. We're due some luck, but you don't want to count on the luck, man.
No.
You want to make the plays, man. So we kicked that, run off more time. We don't know if they even score 7. Who knows? But I like the aggressiveness, but that one, don't do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, Zach.
Come on, Coach Taylor. We're trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
man.
I think he called a pretty good game overall. You know, although in the end it did seem like this run when it seemed like they got a little conservative.
Too much, yeah.
I don't know, but overall I think, you know, Anarumo's defense looked pretty good. You know, we moved the ball, we scored some points. So, you know, I'm not a big analyze the play coach guy, but you know, I'll give it one of these. Right?
Definitely give him 2 thumbs up today.
We got the win, so whatever.
Can't complain about that. For sure.
Last thing. So who's the man? You got to say it.
Who's the man?
Money.
We got to call him out, man. The kicker. Hey, he's the reason we won today, honestly. That's how I feel.
So let's sign him. You know, 20-year contract, few $100 million, whatever. Just get it done, right?
Let's
Money
give him a long-term deal. Yeah, already. For sure.
I don't remember the last time we had a dude that could kick past 45 yards. Mike Nugent was really good and solid in the day, but I feel like if you didn't have him 45 or less, you didn't really stand a chance of getting him.
Never this. He was never this good.
What was that? Was that 53-yarder or at the end of the half?
I believe it was 53 yards.
Somewhere in there, but he just kicked it like he'd been, you know, whatever, kicking it, done. And he didn't flinch at the end. They iced him down the middle, kicked it again, and he made it.
Ice in his veins. For real.
Ice in his veins. He just kicking that ball. So some people said he's from Georgia, not used to the cold weather. I guess we'll see in the AFC North how he goes down the stretch.
We'll see.
Whatever.
Sure.
Having a kicker that can kick long and win us games.
We
whatever.
need that.
Monty McPherson, sign him.
Mark him down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. What else you think, man?
Man, overall, I just think we look good, like as all three phases of the of the team, special teams for sure.
Yeah,
They didn't. I feel like they didn't make any mistakes today.
it was a all phases game. I mean,
For sure, I'm telling you.
offensive line. As much as everybody's rattled about it, it wasn't a liability.
No,
We got sacks. They sacked us. It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be a top 5, top 10 offensive line, really. But if we can get to that middle of the road,
We can do some damage for sure.
yeah. Burrow's mobile and can move out of the pocket and all that. He'll have to probably get back to that, but offense. Running game, passing game, special teams look good. Defense, I mean, blew a couple things, but I like it, man. I like where we're headed. This is a winnable game. Maybe it was more difficult than it should be the way it looked early, but we got the win. W, baby.
That's what matters, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. 1-0.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. We'll see you all next week. Calladay, Hoodale. Hooday, baby.
Who they? Yes, sir.